Hello, fellow lovers of life. I am Christina Joe. Thank you so much for joining me today. Our topic, I'm bringing up the topic today of opinions. Everybody's got one. My goodness, are there a lot of opinions going around today, these days, about a lot of different things. We are inundated with people's opinions about different things. And we are inundated about things to have an opinion about, it seems, these days as well. And so it can put a little bit of damper on this business of loving life if you let other people's opinions get to you. And so let's talk a little bit about where these opinions come from and what their purpose is, and how we can respond to opinions, whether we agree with them or not. Opinions. Everybody's got one. And it seems as though everybody feels it's their job to convince everybody else that their opinion is the correct one. And interestingly enough, I find even if you agree with someone and have the same opinion as them, you're still having that opinion from your own perspective, which is based on the experience that you've already lived. And that is going to be different from someone else. So even an opinion where you both agree, you are still having your own opinion about that particular idea or situation. So it can be quite tricky having conversations, because most conversations involve people expressing their opinion. And there's really nothing wrong with that, because an opinion is just really an opportunity for someone to express their belief about something. And everyone has beliefs, and not everybody believes the same thing. Again, even if you believe the same thing, you believe it from your own perspective. And so it's not really believing it from the same view. It's interesting because conversations can heighten pretty quickly when the opinion is disagreed upon, and voices can get raised very quickly, and conversations can end abruptly, just because people don't want to say things that they don't want to say. And so uh, it's important for us to understand that it doesn't really matter if someone agrees with us in our opinion or not. I've said before, and I'll probably say it a lot of times, my beliefs do not require that you believe the same thing. And I truly believe that my ability just to embrace love, embrace life, and love life more and more every day the way I choose to comes from the ability to really hold strongly to that comment and that belief. My beliefs do not require that you believe the same thing. And so that is a way to make everybody's opinion valid. And it's okay to make everybody's opinion valid. And it's okay to let someone else be their own guide on when they want to adjust their opinion and change their mind, because an opinion can change. You can change your mind, you can change your belief anytime you want. And so our opinions are always in motion as we gain more information and we become more educated, and we speak to different people and we listen and we read. We're always forming our opinion, and they're always changing. And so we have to give that space to other people, that their opinions are forming as well. And so that allows us to perhaps not hold someone's opinion against them. Perhaps it gives us a little bit of space not to judge someone else in their opinion, and perhaps just allows them to believe what they want to believe and allows you to believe what you want to believe, and still be in the same space together, knowing that all is well. Now, why do I say that my beliefs do not require that you believe the same thing? Well, if I truly believe something, I'm not going to have somebody else believe the same thing in order to validate what it is I believe. And so anytime someone is trying to convince you to have the same opinion that they have, they're maybe just not fully set in what they believe yet. And so expressing it in the way that they're expressing it and you listening to it helps them evolve in their belief and their opinion. Now, trying to have someone only see the way that you see something really disempowers you because you're not allowing yourself the opportunity for your opinion to evolve by listening to different ideas. And when you're open to listening to different ideas, it really shows how solid you are in what you believe. When you don't have to convince someone else that what you believe is the way that it is, that you can just be who you are in your belief and be solid in that and know that that is what's right for you in this moment as you evolve, then you don't need anyone else's validation. And when you don't need anyone else's validation, in believing the same way that you do, it allows you to hear how someone else feels about a topic, and that can allow you to evolve. So, some of the different things that I like to say when I'm in a conversation with someone and we're starting to have a differing opinion. First of all, I always like to hear what everybody else has to say first. So, I oftentimes, like if I'm in a group situation, I like to hear what everyone else has to say first so that I can be most educated when I have a turn to speak about what I want to speak about. I don't always get last turn, but it's something that I like to do. I'm okay taking first turn as well with expressing my opinion. I'm generally a little bit gentler if I am first in line for expressing my opinion. But one way I like to respond is, that's a really interesting way to look at it. I've never heard it put that way before. And you can come up with all sorts of responses to have to an opinion that doesn't quite sit right with you. And it's a response where you don't have to agree and you don't have to disagree, but you allow each other to have the space for what they want to believe. That's not the way I think about it, but that's an interesting way. Can you tell me more about, how did you come to think about this way? And just know that you can listen to someone's opinion, and if you are solid in your beliefs, you can listen and it doesn't affect you, even if you don't agree. Just let someone have their opinion and have yours too. No need to convince anybody. Everybody is in the process of evolving to their beliefs constantly to be who they are in the present moment. So just be who you are and know that, you might feel really strongly about something right now, and down the road, you might feel differently about it. So maybe present your ideas a little bit more gently too, because your ideas can change as well. Well, this has been really fun. I've been wanting to talk about this for quite some time just because there are just some really interesting opinions going on these days, and it's something for us to pay attention to. So be open-minded, hear other people's opinions. If you're open to listening to them and not so busy trying to convince them of what your opinion is, then they'll be more willing to listen to your opinion. And when listening is going on, that's when we're all in this together and evolving together. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me. I love life and I love living this life. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.